The Tampa Bay Buccaneers might have just found their secret weapon for 2025. Not a flashy free agent, not a superstar veteran, but a young linebacker who was robbed of his chance last year. And now he's coming back with something to prove. That player is Serva'See Dennis. Last season, Dennis barely got started before a shoulder injury shut him down after just 4 games. Without him, Tampa's linebacker depth took a huge hit. KJ, Britt, J.J. Russell, and even veteran Deion Jones tried to hold the spot, but the defense clearly missed that spark in coverage and run support. Now the Bucs are betting big on Dennis. They didn't draft a linebacker. They didn't bring in a proven veteran to replace him. Instead, the coaching staff is putting their faith in this second-year player to become the future of Tampa Bay's linebacker core. And make no mistake, he has the talent, quick instincts, sideline-to-sideline speed, and the hunger of a man who knows he hasn't shown the world what he can really do. This year isn't just a comeback for Serva'See Dennis. It's his shot to prove that he belongs at the heart of this defense, not just for one season, but for years to come. So the question is simple: will Serva'See Dennis rise up and become the difference maker Tampa desperately needs? What makes Serva'See Dennis so important isn't just his energy or his hunger, it's his skill set. This guy can do what the Bucs have been missing for years: cover ground like a safety, fight in the trenches like a linebacker, and still have the instincts to read quarterbacks before the throw. In practices, he's already shown flashes of that rare ability. During OTAs and minicamp, Dennis was all over the field, jumping passing lanes, picking off throws, and moving with a speed that makes second-string linebackers look stuck in slow motion. He's not just reacting, he's anticipating. That's the difference between a solid linebacker and a future star. And here's what makes it even more powerful: Tampa Bay didn't hedge their bets. They didn't draft a replacement. They didn't stash a veteran in case Dennis failed. They've gone all in on him. That's how much belief the coaching staff has in his instincts and range. It's not Lavonte David. It's not Kalijah Cansey. The quiet X factor for this defense is Serva'See Dennis. He's healthy, he's strong, and he's running at a different speed than everyone else. If he takes that next step, Tampa's linebacker unit goes from shaky depth to one of the most dangerous young cores in the league. The Bucs are betting their defense on Dennis. Now it's up to him to prove they were right. The Bucs' linebacker room has always been built on one thing: balance between veteran wisdom and young fire. And right now, that balance starts with Lavonte David. He's a legend, one of the smartest and most instinctive linebackers the NFL has ever seen. But at 35, time is catching up. He can still play at a high level, but even he knows the clock is ticking. That's why all eyes are on Serva'See Dennis. He's not just next man up, he's the heir to the throne. Devin White was supposed to be that guy, supposed to take the torch and run with it. Instead, he fizzled out, and now he's fighting just to stay in the league. That's the harsh reality. Dennis, though, he's different. The coaches already see him as linebacker number 2. He's earned their trust, and not just by being in the right place at the right time, but by proving he's got the instincts, the work ethic, and the toughness to handle that responsibility. When you've got Lavonte David teaching you, molding you, showing you how to lead, you can't ask for a better blueprint. And here's the kicker: the Bucs didn't even bother drafting a linebacker this year. That tells you everything. They believe Dennis can be the guy. Just like we didn't expect Emeka Egbuka to fall to us, Dennis wasn't supposed to rise this quickly, but here we are. Lavonte David won't be around forever. His career is closer to its end than its beginning. But Dennis is already proving he's ready for the torch. He's the X factor in this defense, the one who could turn Tampa Bay's linebacker room into a strength again for years to come. So the question isn't if he's ready, it's how soon he can show the NFL he's the real deal. Every great defense has that one player who can swing the balance between average and elite. For the Buccaneers, that player is KJ Dennis. Tampa let veterans J.J. Russell and Kenny Britt walk away. They brought in Anthony Walker Jr. for depth, and then cut him before the season even started. That wasn't an accident. That was the team sending a clear message. They believe in Dennis. Now, he's stepping into the fire next to a living legend, Lavonte David. He doesn't have to be Superman, because the Bucs already have that in Lavonte. What they need is consistency, and in the 4 games Dennis played last year, he showed flashes, solid grades, steady play, and the kind of range that reminds you why Tampa drafted him in the first place. But here's the truth: everything rides on health. If Dennis stays on the field, this linebacking duo can carry the defense through January. If he goes down, suddenly you're leaning on preseason names and unproven depth, and the dream of another Super Bowl push gets a lot harder. This is about more than just one season. Levante and Mike Evans are fighting for that second ring. Their window is now, and Dennis has to be the guy who keeps it open. He's the X factor, youth, speed, instincts, and the chance to become Levante's heir while helping him chase one last championship. If he delivers, the Bucs' defense won't just survive, it'll thrive. So I'll say it plain. If Dennis stays healthy, Tampa Bay has a shot at greatness. If not, the cracks in the linebacking core could derail everything. There's a number 8 on this roster who could carry the weight of history on his shoulders, and that's Serva'See Dennis. The Bucs have always been known for linebackers who set the tone. From Derek Brooks to Lavonte David, this defense has had warriors who played with fire in their chest. And now, with Lavonte nearing the end of his legendary career, all eyes are turning to Dennis. He was drafted in the 5th round back in 2023, but fate had other plans. His rookie year slipped away. Then in 2024, just as his chance came, a shoulder injury put him on the sidelines. That could have been the end of the story, but instead, it feels like the beginning. Now, here in 2025, the team is betting on him. They didn't draft a replacement. They didn't bring in a big name to push him down the depth chart. No, they doubled down on Dennis. That tells you everything about how much trust they have in him. And when you watch him in camp, you can see why. He's flying around, picking up Levante's habits, stepping into a leadership role like he was born for it. He's not just another linebacker, he's the one being groomed to carry on the torch when David eventually hangs it up. It's a huge responsibility. This defense doesn't survive without strong linebackers, and the Bucs are making it clear Dennis is next in line. If he stays healthy, this could be the year he explodes. The year he makes his name one Bucs fans never forget. So when week 1 comes around against Atlanta, keep your eyes on number 8. Because this isn't just about a player making a comeback. This is about the next chapter in Tampa Bay's linebacker legacy. Are you ready for Serva'See Dennis to rise?